Revelio. Welcome, wizards, witches, and no-mages. My name's David Syczylo, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to visit my channel, Wands and Reviews. After delving deep into the trunk of requirements, into the deep series of subscription boxes for this year, we come to the final box of 4. The title is The Mines. I wonder what is buried deep within the earth, or the mysteries that lay deep within. Let us discover together what items are in this final box of 4 for the Trunk of Requirements into the Deep series. You got the usual locks. Okay. First off, just by opening the lid, I'm happy that the Trunk of Requirements did not tape or glue anything onto the top side of the inside of the box. That's a plus for me. Now, as you can see as usual, it's filled with the little paper noodles, so let's carefully start removing every item that's inside. Starting with the easiest. And when you start taking out the little noodle worms, you do want to make sure there's nothing small that's buried inside of them. And even with the crumpled paper, you always want to check to make sure there's nothing within it. We have uncovered a nice wooden box. Another item wrapped in paper. Another item. A map. And a print with the item list. And that's what's left inside the box. So now, let's take a closer look at each of these items. Here are the items that came within the Trunk of Requirements, box number 4 of Into the Deep. Now, the print of the wizard going into the mines is very nice, and on the back side, it does have the item list of all the items that are included. Unfortunately, the blue on blue coloration makes the printing look a little bit blurry, so when I read this, I'm going to probably have to use a magnifying glass to see it clearly. Next, there's a little map, I guess you want to call it. It is double-sided, and of course, this is probably going to be one of the main items that you're going to have to use to figure out the answer to the quest or the riddle that's for this box. Okay, let's start with the smallest package first. It is a nice leather pouch that has a little goblin character on the front and some runes on the back. And it has a nice little belt clip. But really, it is knotted very, very well. 1, 2. Total of 3 knots. Now, can open up this pouch to see what's inside. On the inside of this pouch, there is a key ring that is sewn on the inside, so it is a functional pouch. And inside of it comes with this nice moon-looking stone. Okay, next, we're going to go for this one. After you untie the knot on the rope, you can start taking the paper away. Always double check your paper. And in it, it is a bell. And there are runes written on it. Hopefully it'll keep the dragon away. Okay, next I'm going to go for this package. Crux of the Moonstone Mine. It is a book, which is also a container, and when you open it, you might recognize this symbol from the first box of the series, and a trunk of requirements decal. Okay. There is a gray piece of felty foam lining the bottom. It does not look like it comes out. So then we come to the final item in this box, which is this wooden box. Let's remove the bubble wrap. And place it to the side. Now this is very interesting. As you can see, it is a wooden box, but it is locked on the front. So you're going to have to solve the riddle or puzzle to this box, probably to get the code to unlock this box to get to what's inside. Now that's a very interesting way to keep the last item a secret until you solve the puzzle. But that's the way the Trunk of Requirements is. It makes you use your brain to figure out the clues to get to the end. And as a Ravenclaw, of course I like stuff like that. So now, let's take a closer look at each of these items. The Master of the Labyrinth. A well-preserved, mystic, and historical goblin-made map of a deep cross-section level is one of the most prized and guarded possessions of an age-old goblin bank. Keeping the cavernous layout is one of the most guarded secrets of the goblin family. But this map predates most modern versions and possesses yet more secrets that may be revealed by the end of your lifetime. Piece together your map to discover new paths and details to the past. By Trunk of Requirements. The Noble House Book 4 of 4, The Crux of the Moonstone Mine. The fourth book discovered deep behind one of the 12 mysterious doors, this book holds an ancient story from deep within the mines below London. Full of goblins and secret passages, the mines held one sacred artifact that is rumored to be the original vault that pre-exists the founding of any modern-day financial institution. These untold secrets were kept by a noble house, and they always held them close to their hearts for generations. Though they never fully discovered their cryptic meanings, this book as well may offer secrets that will serve you well through the labyrinth this season of Into the Deep by Trunk of Requirements. The Founder's Moonstone. Moonstone is a fundamental element of any good spell and offers strong magical properties. Goblin mines were known for the great quality of these precious stones and grew their wealth from mining moonstone for hundreds of generations to benefit the magical world. Each miner would mark their stones with a sacred brand, as it was extracted in order to provide a quality value for each stone and mine source. This particular stone is marked with a 10-pointed star representing mathematical harmony, as well as a decagram symbolizing new beginnings, which can be found among other locations within the magical world. By the Trunk of Requirements. Handcrafted ancient clanker prototype. In order to protect the mined moonstones, goblins would procure a variety of magical beasts, such as dragons, sphinx, and other nocturnal acid-spitting creatures. This rattling, barbaric tool was used to train these beasts into discipline, submission, and while creating dark and painful spells at the majestic magical beasts. These methods allowed the miners to pass through unharmed for generations, and a new, adapted version is continued to be used till this day. By the Trunk of Requirements. Goblin's Leather Coin Purse. A goblin's coin is their most prized and precious possession, and there is no safer place to keep it secure than their own coin purse. This coin purse was a well-loved and prized possession that has the ability to latch to any bell to keep it secure from misguided spells and light hands. Only the magic of a goblin's hand may enter its grip and extract its prized possessions. If you can pry open the drawstring and reach inside, you may have some goblin blood hiding in your own family bloodline. By Trunk of Requirements. The Custom Mystic Locked Box. Once you have explored the mines and discovered its mysteries, you will unravel the significance of this final ancient item. This box is made from an unknown ancient timber and has been magically preserved through some unknown magic. It is donned with his love's favorite 5-petal flower and magical namesake, Jasmine. The mystic box will only open once you have completed the riddles and solved the entrance to the mystical vault located deep beneath London. By the Trunk of Requirements. I hope you've enjoyed a look at what is enclosed in the final subscription box for the Into the Deep series from the Trunk of Requirements. As always, all the items that are within this box are required to figure out the puzzle for this particular box. Personally, I think it's been a fun, rather dark adventure this time around that really tested my wits and my brain. And there were times I was really frustrated. However, I'm really looking forward to their next series. I have no idea what it's going to contain, but the elves are hard at work on it, and I'm sure that they're going to make it challenging. And with that said, if you would like to start your subscription to the Trunk of Requirements, you can sign up on their webpage. And of course, I'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you for taking the time to view my channel today. I really hope you enjoyed this review of the items that are enclosed in Box 4 of the Trunk of Requirements Into the Deep series. If you did, please do me a favor by clicking on that thumbs up button. And while you're here, if you're not already doing so, why not subscribe to my channel today? I really do appreciate it, as each and every like and new subscriber keeps me motivated to keep sharing with you, and you can help me out by sharing this video with your family and all of your friends. Thank you for taking the time to visit my channel today, and now I'm going to go try to solve Into the Deep, Box 4, The Mines. The Lost Brothers Wand. Speculated to be a wand once owned by a sorcerer lost in love that unfortunately fell into a deep depression, causing an unhealthy addiction to the dark arts. This handmade wand measures approximately 28 centimeters, carved from Eastern Asian buffalo bone and rosewood. Quite flexible with its core of 3 vela hairs. The rosewood symbolizes strength and resilience for the wand's wielder, while the buffalo bone represents the act of death in transformation to renewed life. By the Trunk of Requirements.